Hi, Alan Featherby from Italian Wine Importers, and today I'm privileged to be with Franco Giannetti and Fabio Giannetti from La Fornace in Montalcino. La Fornace is a wonderful winery in Montalcino that produces Brunello di Montalcino and Rosso di Montalcino. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Ciao.
Fabio, your wines received great ratings in the international press, and it seems to me that you've created quite a high level in the wines you produce.
Yes, we start the wine in 1988, and from 1988 we have every time the great points for my wine, and we stay, for example, from Wine Spectator we have the minimum, it's 90 points, for Arriva maximum 96 points, with the Riserva 1997.
That's outstanding. And with Benvenuto Brunello this year you're releasing...
We released the Riserva 2006, Brunello 2007 and Rosso di Montalcino 2009.
I've tasted the Riserva 2006 and the Brunello that Fabio has released this year, and I must say they're outstanding. They continue the tradition of the 2006 and the 2004 Brunellos.
Yes, so for me it's very important in my farm. We preserve the traditional style for producer wine, for producer Brunello, because the Brunello is real, is not only one wine, but is one wine and culture and story of Montalcino, and tradition from Montalcino. For this we stay in the same way of my grandfather when in 1964 to buy the farm, and after my father, now to me is important to rest in the same way. It's normal, it's a change, because the wine changed the evolution. We have the evolution, and we make the wine in the different system, in the same system but in different system. In the same system because we make the same lovely in the vineyard, in the work. We work by hand, we control by eyes all maturation and all process. We work in the vineyard, in the cellar, in the modern style, because we need the help for the new technology. The new technology is not very high, but it's very important, because we make the analysis for control the soil, for control the maturation of the grapes. In the cellar we need the technology for control the temperature in fermentation, and for control the quality of the grapes, because in the harvest we use one shake table for control peak to peak. This is very important.
The better grapes for the Brunello.
Yes.
And what I like about this particular vineyard is that the family have been here for quite some time, and I think you mentioned that Franco was born...
My father is born in this house in 1936, and this farm is from my grandfather in 1964. In the first step, my grandfather to produce wine, but don't bottling, sell wine from at the big farm or the new customers. Only after the 1988 my father to start to bottling wine, and we started with 1 hectare, very little sites, and with 1,000 bottles about. Slowly we arrive now at 4 hectares and half. We produce in the total 18,000 bottles, and but we make with the same passion when start my grandfather and my father.
What I like about it is the passion, and also the prodotti a mano. It's always the Fabio and Franco, I always seem to see them in the field and with the vines, and the traditional way of making wine with some assistance from new technology is what it's all about with your vineyard.
Yes, but the new technology we need, I repeat, they need only a rib for help, for control,
Sì.
for preview. Because for the rest we work by hand, and I think it's very important the experience of the man to work in the vineyard or in the cellar. For arriva the great wine at one wine with the character, not only one simple beverage.
So let the grapes talk.
Yes, yes.
Franco and Fabio, grazie mille per oggi. I must say I admire the family. I love this family, and they're so committed and passionate about their wine. So grazie mille. Ciao.
Grazie.
Mille.
Ciao.